What's up, guys? It's Good Life TV. So, everybody talks about the things they want, but nobody talks about how you get them. So, basically, everybody falls in love with the thing they can acquire, but nobody loves in the act of acquirement. And this is where I started to change my thinking. I stopped thinking about the things I want. I started changing or switching my focus on how I get it. And this became my main priority, because in life you can either do something or you don't. And you have the option. You can either work hard or you don't. And if you have the option, you can ask yourself, what type of person do you want to be? Do you want the type of person who doesn't do the work, or who does? For myself, I obviously chose to do the work. I fell in love with work. I only want to do work. I want to do work all day because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Everybody tries to validate themselves with Rolexes and big cars and things they can't even afford, just to impress people to impress people who don't give a shit. So I start to do something which is called self-validation, which means I don't need anything for making me feel good, but things I respect myself. I don't respect myself if I buy myself anything, because if I would be the only person in this world and I would buy me a Rolex, why would I buy me a Rolex? Because nobody sees that I've spent 10k on a watch. So if you would be the only person in this world, you wouldn't buy expensive stuff because you don't need it. You only buy expensive stuff to get validated by other people. And if you will eliminate this factor of external validation, you wouldn't buy such stuff. You would start to validate yourself. And this is what I start to do. It does need some discipline, and it does need some self-strength. You need to stand over this whole drama, mama, whatever, to validate yourself. Now when I come in the room and everybody has Rolexes on, I brag how my watch costs like 20 bucks. And everybody's like, wow, he's so confident about it. And I spent 10k. And then they feel stupid. Everybody can spend money. This is not a skill to fucking spend money. If you would have all the money in the world, how would you live? Ask yourself this. If I would have all the money in the world, I wouldn't spend a dime, because this is not a skill. For me, it's not a personal challenge to spend money. It's a challenge for me to make money. It's hard to make money, and I try to make money because you need to do money. It's important to be financially independent. It's important because things in life are not free. You get me? And they shouldn't be free. Communism is bad. It never worked. It never will, because a doctor shouldn't get the same amount of money as some other guy who hasn't studied in their life. You need something like a hierarchy. We are genetically programmed to be in a hierarchy. These days we have a trend of, everybody should be the same, and shut the fuck up, man. Seriously. Just because you doesn't want to do the work, don't implement your ideology on others. I don't do you neither. I don't go out on the street and say, you little fucker, you didn't do your work, you didn't do your homework, you look like shit, just because you don't want to work out. I don't give a shit. Just because you tell on television everybody should be treated the same. If you're into girls, they don't respect a man like this. They respect something which you can grab. You get me? Seriously, everybody thinks that people admire other people with much money. If you admire other people with much money, you have the wrong values. That's the first thing first. That's the first. If you admire people with work ethic, then you have character. then I respect you as well. Something about respect. I respect people who respect themselves. You know, I started being, in the beginning I was like you guys, I was like everyone else. Everybody's in the beginning insecure and like thinks, what they're thinking about me and whatever, man. But from time to time, I started focusing on myself and started developing my skills, and I grew. I've been successful in my personal life and my work ethic life, and I feel good about it. And then I only started to think what I think of myself. And then this is when people started to respect me. Not because I respect them, but because I don't give a shit what they think. This is what they respect you about. And this is the law of attraction. When you want something, you shouldn't give a fuck about it. You want girls, don't give a fuck about it. You want money, don't give a fuck about it. You want respect, don't give a fuck about respect. Only care about your own personal goals. Care about your destiny, your purpose, and what you can do better in life. Don't care what I do. Don't care what anybody else does, because they don't give a shit neither what you do. Start focusing on yourself. Get your act together. More is coming soon.